Okay, it's 8 o'clock. So welcome everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our amazing Vice President. Sanaz is an international business and marketing graduate. She's born into a family of entrepreneurs, and if you know someone from a business a family, it's already business minded. So she started her business when she was 19 years old. She founded her own company, developing into a world of fashion and client care. She spent her early 20s learning about MLM and entered her first MLM business in 2002. Wow, wow, wow. Um, Her success has been recognized in multiple publications, with the focus being on a successful woman who have influenced the direct marketing space. She was recognized by FIBA International as the luxury designer of the year. Um, wow, wow, wow. When I always, read all her, achievements and all her what she did, it always amazes me. And I'm like, wow, if a woman can do this, we can all do this. And not because she's a woman, but a lot of times people think like women cannot do all the things that men can do. But I believe we can do same and maybe sometimes even more. So everyone, help me welcome our amazing Vice President, Sanaz Human. Welcome to the call, my dear.
Thank you so much, Naima. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What an amazing call. There's still a buzz out there that, of what happened last week. The wait is officially over. I know we've been working hard to get you guys all of the different attributes that you need for Sterling. And, I did a video a little while back, actually last week, and it really went viral. A lot of people started to share it. A lot of people started to talk about it. But, we have been talking a lot about microsilver. And I want to just tell you guys a little bit of history about the direction of the company, because I think that's really important, being a partner of Opulence Global, about where all of this kind of came to be. Originally, and as I'm speaking, you can just check to see if David did come on, and that way we can bring him on to our panel as well. But to give you guys a background, about 4 years ago, a little bit more than that, when we developed our skincare, our anti-aging skincare, our plan of action was to make microsilver one of our proprietary leading ingredients. And, we wanted to make scientific based products. We wanted to make products that were going to be safe for you and your families. We wanted to give you ingredients that not only as a company we were proud of, but ingredients that actually made a difference in everyone's health and everyone's skin and everyone's body and everyone's immune system. And the more and more I got to know about the personal care industry, the more and more I started to realize some of the reasons why there's so many ailments in the world today. You see, as the universe has evolved and as we've evolved, a lot of our products are infused with a lot of toxic ingredients that are actually not good for us. The first and most recent one that I want to talk about tonight is, of course, sanitizers. Sanitizers have become a big part of everyone's life today. And I'm sure that every single person on this call has used a sanitizer at one time or another. As a matter of fact, in Canada, it has become, law for you to almost walk into any place and to be forced to use a sanitizer or to use a sanitizer when you're walking in. So if you ever go to the mall and you try to go store to store, you will have to sanitize every single store that you go to. And of course, sanitizers were not made for us to use them 4, 5, 10 times a day. Sanitizers were made in the case of an emergency, that if you didn't have access to soap and water for you to wash and, to cleanse your hands when you couldn't wash. If you went camping and you didn't have access to fresh water for you to cleanse your hand, and so on and so forth. So I think what's really important is, as partners, that we realize that, because the knowledge that you gain and the knowledge that you pass on to customers and partners are really, really instrumental in everything that you do in this business. So that being said, I'm going to take you back about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, and I do see David on. Do we have David on? Hi, David.
Yes, we do. It's
Okay,
on.
fantastic.
Sorry, I'm just doing my usual, trying to catch up, so.
All
And
right,
I'm
no
here.
worries. All right, good evening, welcome. So take us back about 4 years ago when we developed our anti-aging skincare regimen. The main product that we were looking at was the microsilver technology. I mean, every single product, when you look at the cleanser, it has 2 active ingredients. We have the beet and the coconut. You look at the Revive 5D. The reason we call it Revive, because it revives your skin. We called it 5D because it's got 5 active ingredients. Quad AG, what does quad mean? 4. It has 4 active ingredients. The eye serum, 6 active ingredients. The lip balm, 5 active ingredients. And the list goes on and on. So we really, really loaded it with, nature, but then we perfected it with science. And the Fairy Flawless is really the game changer in Opulence Global, because Fairy Flawless is what really revolutionized our industry. It's what revolutionized our company, because people started to use it and they started to see phenomenal results. Did you know that your face can have inflammation? And when it has inflammation, it actually makes your face look more poofy, and it makes your skin look inflamed, and it actually makes your face look fatter. So one of the big things that I noticed in my skin is that my face deflated. By taking the Fountain of Life and as a supplement, and by using Fairy Flawless, I felt like there was a deflation in my skin. I felt my skin looked more rejuvenated. I felt my skin looked tighter. I felt that my skin didn't look swollen or puffy or water retained like we do with our bodies as well, by the way. And remember, your skin is your largest organ in your body. So you need to protect it. And a lot of us take our skin for granted. A lot of us abuse our skin. So remember, for the ladies that are curling your hair and you're burning your skin, you just burnt an organ. For those of you that are, having scars and bruises and scratches, and kids that are falling down and you're getting all those scrapes and bruises, guess what? That's your largest organ right there being scraped up. And a lot of times we don't actually take care of our largest organ. But guess what? Your largest organ, which is your skin, is protecting you from the outside in. Think about that for a minute. Your skin holds everything together that's in your body. Your skin protects everything. And so it's important for you to protect your skin. And I want to talk about that tonight, because really your skin goes from head to toe, right? And you got to take care of each part of it. God has created each part of our bodies to be unique in their own element. Our face, the skin on our face is very different than the skin on our arms, than the skin on our legs, than the skin on the bottom of our feet, the skin on our butt. Everything is different, right? God has made each and every single one of them very differently. Even your scalp has skin. We all know that, right? So the scalp and hair is very different. So I wanted to reiterate a little bit about how important and vital it is for you to take care of yourself from head to toe. We are giving you the best products with the best ingredients, with the best science for you to go out there and to not only hit a financial home run, but to protect yourselves from free radicals, to protect yourselves from oxidative stress, to protect yourself from the sun, protect yourself from Wi-Fi, protect yourself from oxidative stress. There's so many different attributes. And the most recent product that we just brought out is the Sterling, of course. Now, Sterling, I'm going to bring David on. Whenever you're ready, David, let me know. And, I want David to talk to you guys a little bit about it, because we always talk about the technology. There he is.
Hello.
Hello. And of course, we talk about the technology of Sterling. And we talk about the science behind it. We talk about, I want to tell you why we created it. So we created the Fairy Sterling when the pandemic hit. And we decided that we were going to give you a product that was going to protect your skin from all of this alcohol that you were putting on your skin. Of course, a lot of people were sanitizing their hands so many times a day, they started to have cracked, dry, bleeding hands, dermatitis. A lot of children started to get, really adverse reactions from using sanitizers. So we wanted to create a product that was going to neutralize, it was going to cleanse microbes, it was going to hydrate your skin, it was going to give you the nourishment that you needed. So, David, let's talk a little bit about the power of first of all, our skin. I want you to sort of talk a little bit about how important it is for us to protect our skin, our largest organ, from head to toe, because a lot of times we tend to abuse our skin and take it for granted of what it is. And let's talk about that first.
Well, our skin is I don't think everyone recognizes it's a waterproof barrier. Semi-permeable, but it's still a waterproof barrier that keeps us protected. Its design is to ensure that our visceral organs are protected. At all times, meaning the organs inside our body are protected. It's incredibly intuitive. And what I mean by that is that it's constantly adjusting. So when you put something very harsh on your skin, it adjusts for it automatically. The pH of our skin, it goes, I think, 4.2 to 5.6, which means it's slightly acidic. It's not neutral at 7. And so what that really means, though, is that when we put anything on it, our skin has to adjust. It's always adjusting. But over time, things happen to our skin. It becomes dehydrated. It's infected by so many things: bacteria, free radicals. Age is a problem. And if you don't moisturize your skin properly, it leads to skin issues. Skin issues may include, bacterial problems, other pathogens like fungi. We're talking about free radical damage that can occur. And free radical damage can lead to so many other serious effects that, I think sometimes we forget that we really do have to protect this organ in our body, because it is this organ that's going to, protect the rest of us. And so, we are exposed to a harsh environment, regardless of where you live, from UV radiation, from Wi-Fi, from everything around, pollution, pesticides. These all develop free radicals. Number one, there's a lot of bacteria in the air that can impact our microbiome. So we want to make sure that's protected. This could dry out the skin. It can make us look older. And, as we look older, believe me, our skin is the one that's showing that. And why is that? It's losing moisturization. It's losing collagen. It's losing hyaluronic acid. These are all the things that are part of our skin. The glow of youth, if you want to call it. Everything is so important to us, but we have to replenish it in some way. I think it's really important. And then people with other disease states, if you have diabetes, the bacteria buildup is so large on these people in the peripheral areas because their circulation is so poor. You need something to try and reduce the bacteria count, cleanse it constantly, as well as reduce free radical damage. So you need products like that. And one thing I do like about Sterling, I should say did because it's not even here, but do like about Sterling is that it has been designed with that in mind. It has been designed with the idea that you want to cleanse bacteria. It has been designed to neutralize free radicals, to protect us from free radicals that can certainly damage us. And if you don't know what a free radical is a molecule missing an electron. And as innocuous as that sounds, when it touches us, it's looking for that electron, and it'll take it from a healthy cell and slowly do damage to us over time. As we get older, we don't do it as efficiently. We lose glutathione and superoxide dismutase, all those things that we usually have at our fingertips, and it's inherent in our biology. It's diminished. So we need products that are going to augment that. And we have that in Sterling. So we have microsilver. Microsilver is an incredible product. It's used in medical products. It's used in implant technology. That's what made me sort of interested in it, because you're using this in surgical implants, the same microsilver that we're using in our products. And this microsilver is designed to reduce infections. And, being from the operating room for years, that was the number one concern is beyond the operation itself is infection control. How do you reduce infections? Orthopedics is a big area, and they're now using microsilver in that to reduce infections and the spread thereof of hospital-acquired infections. So that's how powerful this technology is. We're using it in skincare, and skincare is something that we can all use. This is a product that can help us in so many ways, improve our lives, improve our appearance. Lord knows we're all we're aging, but we don't have to look old. We can we can't stop the chronological changes in our lives, but what we can do is reduce the impact of bacteria, reduce the impact of free radicals, and reduce the impact of the loss of moisture in our skin by using a good product that's going to cover all these bases. Now, I think that, for those who have not tried Sterling, I think they'll be very pleased because it will be impactful. It will change the way you look, the way you feel, and how your skin feels. So they got the right emollients in there. That's going to be, I think, quite beneficial to the majority of people.
Okay, David, I have a couple questions for you. So
Yeah.
when we formulated Sterling, of course, we created this. Originally, it was meant to be for the hand. And then we went out there, we went the extra mile. We realized that our body really needed to be nourished. We realized that many of our customers were using Quad AG, which is an anti-aging face cream, or I should say serum, on, they were using it on their bodies, they were using it as deodorant, they were using it on the bottom of their feet, they were using it on fungus. And so when I came with the team to create the product, I really said, look, I want to be able to have this product go from head to toe. I want people to be able to put it all over their body, put it on their hands, put it on their feet, and really see the results. So my question is, we know with the Quad AG, we have 4 active ingredients. We know when it comes to Sterling, it's also 4 active ingredients. So I want to explain to our users tonight, what is the difference between our, Quad AG, which is a night serum, which is a totally different price point and an anti-aging regimen, and Sterling, because Sterling was not designed or created or manufactured to be put on the face. It was manufactured to be put on the hands and body. So I want to give our viewers a little bit of a comparison of, how they are unique in their own perspective.
Okay, well, let's talk about Quad AG and why it was designed that way. What happens at night? For the majority of us that go to sleep at night, what happens? Or what is the purpose of sleep? Is to restore, and it's to really sort of give our bodies a chance to rejuvenate itself. And during that period of time, it goes through a number of phases, of course. And, there's bacteria, there's free radicals that we address with our Quad AG, of course. But we also do other things with it. We bring in hexapeptides, and hexapeptides are designed to help the building blocks of collagen in the skin. So this is a little different in terms of what we're trying to do. We're trying to rejuvenate the skin on a cellular level. And, believe me, if we're not trying to make this a drug or anything, I'm just trying to explain why we use it. We're using products that are going to enhance the appearance of our skin by helping the appearance of the building blocks that we're trying to uphold. And one of the things that goes on is collagen is impacted. And as we grow older, and we want to have that in products to make sure that when we wake up, we're ready, we're rejuvenated. Now, when you take a look at Sterling, well, Sterling has some of those things, but it's not designed as an anti-aging regimen. So there are 2 different purposes for it, for these products. One is anti-aging. One is for, you want to look younger, and it has all the ingredients, the moisturizers, the peptides, the microsilver, the fountain of life extract, and this is all in synergy. It works in concert with each other, and it will help you look younger. Now, Sterling, on the other hand, is designed to reduce pathogenic activity that causes our skin to look bad. The majority of problems that our skin has is from bacteria. And so we created a constantly cleansing regimen with sterling. So the microsilver is resident on the skin wherever we place it, and it continues to cleanse the skin over time. It's constantly releasing silver ions that cleanses the bacteria off of that. And what that is doing is helping our microbiome, the good bacteria that we have in our bodies that resides in our dermis, to flourish. And so we're getting rid of the bad bacteria, we're allowing the good bacteria to get stronger, and as a result, we are better. It reduces that inflammation with not just the microsilver, but with the fountain of life extract, because what it is doing is reducing free radical activity that leads to chronic inflammation. So all these changes, that can occur in our body are neutralized with sterling. And so if you place it on areas like your peripheral areas, if you're diabetic, you'll find that there's changes. If you have nail fungus, you'll find that there are changes. There will be an improved look to all this. And that was the design of the product, because people are looking at the Quad A gene, they're taking a beautiful anti-aging regimen and they're putting it on their feet. And it's really not necessary to do that. It's a little overkill. Yes, your feet will look better. Yes, a lot of the pathogenic activity will be reduced, but certainly you don't need anti-aging products on your feet. It's a very expensive thing to do. However, if you take a look at the way that sterling has been developed and built, it is designed that you can for use every day all over the body. And I think that you'll really benefit from that by using the product as designed in the areas where it was designed. So yeah, one of the things that you find is it'll help moisturize your hands. Yeah, people get dry hands from not just hand sanitizers, but overwashing. And
That's right.
this is going to happen forever. Like, this is an endemic. So anyone that says that this pandemic is over is not, it's fooling themselves, to be honest with you, because we're going to be in a society where we're going to be hand washing ourselves forever. And the reason we're not using as many hand sanitizers is that we got too many on the market right now. It's everywhere. But that'll change eventually. But we'll still use hand sanitizers, but not maybe in the way we were using it before, because it wasn't necessary. But good hand washing, all this stuff will become part of our regimen. The one thing that we can state is that sterling will help support that. In between hand washing, in between the use of hand sanitizers, because hand sanitizers are good for 30 seconds to a minute, basically, because once you touch a surface that's contaminated, you've recontaminated your hands.
That's right.
And
David,
so
I do want to talk about that. I do want to talk about that for a second. Sorry to interrupt you. So I think what's really key, that if you're brand new and you don't know what that means, if you basically sanitize your hand right now, it kills any bacteria on your hand. If you are exposed to some sort of bacteria or dirt or a virus of any sort, you can basically get it right back on your hand. And unless you sanitize, you cannot get rid of it. The difference between the silver and the silver ions, David, is that the molecules actually live on your skin. They cling onto fabrics and skin and garments, and they last 7 to 14 days. And this is a huge, huge element, because it's a slow releasing ion that is basically constantly actively working. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because I think that's really, really important, and a big difference between what we have and anything else that's in the market. I live by it. I swear by it. I know how fantastic it is. And our job is to make sure you guys understand not only how wonderful it is, but how exclusive it is to all of you, because only our partners at Opulence have access to this. So talk to me about that, David.
Well, I think that it's a really nice formulation. And for anybody who's going on any social gatherings, you realize that pathogens still exist.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to reduce the chance of cross-transference. And one thing you can do is sanitize your hands. But the problem is that if someone contaminates you, like just say someone has an issue, it doesn't have to be COVID, it could be the H1N1. There's variants of that coming around right now. Let's say they sneeze in their hands, they shake your hands and all that, you're contaminated. The one thing that Sterling does, which is nice, is using microsilver. Microsilver is a porous um, medical grade silver. It's 99.999% pure. What it does is it goes on our skin and it releases silver ions automatically through moisture in the air. And that will reduce the pathogen's activity on your skin. And that has been proven over and over in independent tests. So it's constantly cleansing. And it gives us another barrier protection that we won't otherwise have. It's outstanding for that. I think people should take advantage of that to reduce the chances of, cross contamination again, because that's where the problem occurred. All these things come from cross contamination. Someone's passing something on to somebody else, so we want to reduce that.
Yeah, and David, this actually brings me to this incredible product that I also want to talk about. As our business grew, of course, we created the Sterling, which is going to be released sometime in July. We're working on it right now. It's at our manufacturing facility and the works are being done. But we went ahead and we created this absolutely game-changing product, the Fairy Microsilver Protection Natural Spray. We designed this ideally for masks. David, I use it so much every day for so many different things. I have a backyard, which obviously I don't pack up my furniture every single night. But let me tell you, every single time that I go outside, I don't know if there's been a squirrel on it. I don't know if anything else has been on it. Those moths that was on me last week could have been on it, and I don't like it. So one of the big things that I'm doing is I'm actually taking this amazing microsilver protection natural spray and I'm spraying it down. So when it comes to my outdoor furniture, my indoor furniture, I basically have been spraying it. The other big thing as well, David, I was doing was I was recently listing my house to sell. And during obviously I didn't know who was going through my home. And so one of the big things that I started to do was I started to also use this amazing product on my very expensive furniture. They were upholstered on my railings, and I just really was just spraying everything down every single day to kind of, protect myself, and as well as cleaning up. And I find that this product really, people just don't know how powerful it is, number one. But at the same time, the biggest attribute of this product, David, is that it does not have alcohol. We have used this amazing, revolutionary, medical grade microsilver to create this long lasting spray. Talk to me a little bit about this, because this is one of my favorite products to use and to talk about each and every single day.
This is what a real timely product, because it does, cleanse microbes. It was designed for face masks, of course, to make them active. Most face masks are just passive barriers. This makes it an active barrier, removing pathogens over time, and it works very effectively. The tests show that. But there's many other things that could be used on because of the microsilver, and I would consider that. And being alcohol free is really important. Anyone with a cell phone should consider, spraying a bit on, not just straight on the phone, but putting it on a cloth and wiping down your cell phones. And the reason I say that is that the studies show that our cell phones have an incredibly high fecal count on them. And it's our habit as a society, because the majority of people take their cell phones to their washroom. And while they're doing their business, they use their cell phone.
Ew, David.
I'm just telling you this because it sounds gross, but there's a happy ending here. If you use this product, it will reduce the microbes that are on your cell phone otherwise. Because what we do is, obviously, you use it, look at it, flush, fecal material, and then press against your face. So that, we do that by habit. And so you could reduce the pathogenic activity of certain things. It's good. This product will be great when we start to travel again. Whenever we go on an airplane, we should consider spraying down the seat real quickly and the airline table. again, for long-lasting protection. So there are multiple uses for this. It is a good product. I think it will help reduce the problems of cross-contamination from various sources, and it's long-lasting. So yeah, I think it's one of those products that should be part of your traveling arsenal, anyways, for sure. If you're not using it daily right now.
Absolutely. Anywhere I go, I actually use it. A friend of mine just got on a flight and she left. I actually told her, I gave her a bottle. She obviously got a family pack of FOL with me as well to just boost her immune system, especially during being on planes and traveling and stuff like that. And I think this is just such an amazing, amazing, amazing and proprietary product that every single person should have in their home, especially moms with their kids going out to playgrounds and playing with other children. I would spray down their clothes. I would spray down their shoes. I would spray down a lot of those attributes when they're going out and as well as coming home, because it's almost like this invisible, alcohol-free shield that I always look at, that is on ourselves, our children. I spray my mask. Now let's talk a little bit about masks, because ideally we use this for masks. And how many of you have gone out there, had a mask in your car, and you're like, oh, I forgot to wash it, or you had it in your purse and you forgot to wash it, and then now you have to wear the same stinky mask again, and you don't know where the mask has been, and obviously that mask goes right against your face and your nose and your mouth. And so what's really, really amazing about the spray is that you can literally spray your mask down and you can put it right back on your face, and it is not going to affect you. Another thing as well, David, that we've been getting great feedback on, that some people that prior to this spray that were putting their mask on based on the bacteria, they were getting acne around their face or where their mask was, and on their chin and on their nose, are experiencing much healthier skin because they're not having the acne, they're not having the breakouts, because they don't have that suffocation with bacteria of the mask on their face as well. So I think it's really, really important to make sure that everybody understands how powerful not only the spray is, but how much it actually does protect you from being anti-odor, from cleansing microbes, and most importantly, being suitable for so many different multi-surfaces as well. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about another product that again contains the microsilver. This is again another big contender, another big top seller in our company. Many of you live by this, swear by this, and absolutely love it. Many of you have got rid of your bleeding gums from this incredible product. Talk to me about this, David, because this has been a big game changer for me. I know the color of my teeth have become so much more vibrant and beautiful. I feel so much more confident from using this product. So talk to me a little bit about our fluoride-free micro silver protection toothpaste.
Well, when we developed this product, it was designed to be fluoride-free. That was the first thing we did. One thing we discovered in our journey that, fluoride has some true issues. And, you take a look at your toothpaste tube with fluoride, the majority will say that, especially in North America, to call your poison control center, swallow it. And that sort of surprised me, to be honest with you, because I never heard of anything like that. Did some research and found out that 10,000 Americans every year are admitted to hospital over swallowing toothpaste, and that really surprised me. And that was from fluoride poisoning. Then you start reading about what does fluoride really do? Fluoride is designed to harden our teeth. Why do we have to harden our teeth? Because we have pathogens, we have bacteria that excretes acid that breaks down our teeth. That's the purpose of fluoride. And I think, rightly so, the dental community suggested that we use fluoride toothpaste because they wanted to reduce it, because there's nothing else. You go to a natural toothpaste, really, it gets rid of the fluoride, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't whiten it, doesn't do anything. And so really, when we had to design, a toothpaste, we had to really take a look at what is a toothpaste for, and how could it improve on it? Like, we just can't remove a key ingredient like fluoride and hope that it works. Well, we started looking, and we spoke to our, the company that supplies us with microsilver, and we learned about the studies he did at Erlangen. and in Europe, and they showed that microsilver in toothpaste reduces plaque, halitosis. It reduces the impact of periodontitis, and periodontitis is a very, very big indicator because he said that mild to moderate periodontitis is an indicator of potential heart disease. So you have to start taking a look at what does this really mean beyond just bad teeth, that you have to try and reduce periodontal disease in some way. So we incorporated microsilver, and so why microsilver of all things? It's pure elemental silver. It really clings to our gums. It's very porous, and over time, it cleanses our mouth. It reduces the bacteria in our mouth. Proof is that people who are using it say that their breath smells fresher in the morning. Why is that? Because the bacteria doesn't have a chance to proliferate and duplicate and multiply in our mouth overnight because the microsilver is working very effectively. So it whitens our teeth, it reduces plaque, it reduces halitosis. It is great for against periodontal disease, and it is children safe. Fluoride is shown to impact the neurological development of children, and that children who are exposed to fluoride have lower IQs as tested when they're between 9 and 12 years old. So we wanted to create a product that will make a difference, that will promote them, their use of the product, and it does. And it's very easy for them to use the product on a daily basis without fear if they swallow anything that it's going to impact their health. Because microsilver is large particles silver, it cannot be absorbed by our body. So you won't get artery or kidney damage if you swallow it. So it's a very, very safe product that we created, but more than anything, an effective product. And it has helped so many people in their dental checkups. So the reports have been outstanding since we've introduced it on the market.
Let's rewind a little bit, David. You said that, they will not experience Argyria. What does that mean? And what does nano-free mean? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, well, let's talk about nanosilver. Nanosilver is very, very small silver, and it can penetrate the cellular membranes. And Argyria is a graying of it, and it's permanent. So if you look up the word Argyria, Argyria, you'll find that there are people out there who have permanently grayed skin as a result of taking in nanosilver. And they're drinking nanosilver, or silver water or colloidal silver, all the same, and it's invaded their cells and has caused this permanent graying. And it's serious because you cannot change it once you have it. And I think that there's a social stigma to it, but it doesn't do anything to promote better health. And it's a big sacrifice for people. So yeah, I'd be very wary about that. And there's too many companies who are still able to promote colloidal or nanosilver on the market, and they're claiming things that they shouldn't. They can't claim because it doesn't make sense. And so there's no science behind it. So don't ever think that you get a bottle of colloidal silver, silver water, or nanosilver, drink it, and be safe from any pathogenic activity. It is completely not true. The FDA frowns on that sort of thing, and there's been a massive amount of recalls due to companies making false claims on it. Mm-hmm. Whereas microsilver is large particle, 10 micron silver, that has a lot of backing because it is large particle, it's a large surface area, it's very effective against pathogens, and that is borne by studies. It's just not companies talking about it. There's study after study that proves the power of microsilver out there. And this is a product that has been well used, and it continues to grow because of its impact on everyone's health in a positive light.
All right, let's talk about the new baby on the block. Last week, we started this amazing, amazing, amazing new product. We started pre-orders. I'm going to share with all of our viewers tonight, but there's just so much that is loaded in this product. It is just loaded, not with only amazing, 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 amazing ingredients, but it's just super hydrating. It is super luxurious. Talk to me about this, because we created one product for all skin types, for all ages, and it's got some amazing, amazing ingredients. Let's talk a little bit about the ingredients tonight.
Well, we can start off with the microsilver we just discussed, large particle microsilver. That is at its optimal level and range within the sterling product. The Norwegian spruce tree extract that can be used topically as well as internally. Please don't think that you're supposed to eat fairy sterling. It's just that the Norwegian spruce extract is something that could be taken either way. But in this case, we're using it topically. And it sort of shows you how versatile the product is, but it's again at an optimal range. And we're using it topically. Why is that? Because we're trying to reduce free radical activity that leads to inflammation. And inflammation leads to what? Discomfort, pain, all these other things. And we've got something that's going to help reduce it. It hydrates very effectively. How does it hydrate? Well, we're using olivin, which is an olive oil extract. We're using shea butter as well in that, and you're gonna find that, it's a very, very effective product to keep our skin supple, moist, but protected also. So we're protecting our skin that's protecting us. We're not using sulfates, can be very harsh and irritating. Phthalates, which can be plasticizers. Vegan. A lot of people like the idea that there aren't any animal byproducts in the product. So, and none of this is tested on animals, just to be clear.
Actually, all of our products, David, none of our products are tested on any animal. We basically
zero.
We're very much against that. Everything that we have is PETA friendly. Our products are all created by nature, perfected by science. We do zero testing. There's no animal cruelty here. That's very important.
No animal cruelty, and the only animal that we ever test anything on is people, which is sort of funny. But it's like everybody else.
David is actually one of our guinea pigs, and we poke him and we bruise him and we put stuff on him. But actually, it's interesting enough. We actually do quite a bit of testing ourselves. Actually, David, you want to talk a little bit about one of the big things that we're working on this right now? We're starting that preliminary aspect of being dermatologically tested on this product.
HRIPT. It's called the Human Repeat Insult Patch Test. And we're going to do that, which is great. I can tell by the ingredients that this is a really, skin-friendly product and all that, but it's nice. It's even nicer to have it certified by a dermatologist. So this is a long trial. It doesn't affect anything in terms of launching the product. It just helps us gain more purchase into the product itself. What does it do? How does it do it? And really, we're going to be looking at this and entering a major trial, a major evaluation very shortly. But it's called the HRIPT, or Human Response. Human Repeat. It's an impact injury. Boy, it's like I don't do this anymore, do I?
You know what? I don't even know half of these things, and this is where that's why I don't say it.
Human Repeat injury.
Okay, so till you figure out what it is, let me tell our audience. What is it?
It's a human repeat injury patch test. So what they do is take volunteers, and this is how they do it. They put a grid on people's back, 1 to 30. They got 30 different items on there. And so we're going to be in one of those spots, and they'll be placing product on these people over a period of a couple months, believe it or not. And they test to see exactly how it looks. And these people volunteer to do this. So it's sort of an amazing thing.
Yeah. So these are basically human subjects, just so you guys understand, under the care of a no, there's no animals. Yeah. And so they can speak to you. If something doesn't resonate with them, they're going to give us the feedback. We, by the way, did the same thing for Flawless, where they were able to use the product. They were able to feel the product, and then they were able to give us some feedback. And through that, that's where, when we talk about dermatologically tested, it has been under the care of a dermatologist, where they have basically been having their subjects, patients, whatever you want to call it, that they're being paid for these trial runs. And of course, we have to pay for them. Now, I want to explain to you guys a little bit about the difference between what we're doing, which is quite expensive to do, and very difficult to do, by the way, and costly, versus animal testing, which a lot of companies do use. So animal testing, first of all, I can't even fathom the thought of hurting an animal, because animals cannot speak, animals cannot communicate, and most importantly, animals don't get paid, right? And so humans do. And they're under the care of a dermatologist, and they're not lab rats, basically. I think that's the most important thing. And so what's really exciting is that we did the same thing with Fairy Flawless. We basically got flying colors, where so many of the users experienced phenomenal results. Now, we did the same thing with many of our partners, where 92% of them recommended the product, 92% of them loved the product, 92% of them absolutely would definitely recommend the product. But we cannot do that trial that we did with our partners that use the product based on their feedback, because it wasn't under the care of a dermatologist. So now we're going to actually pay for clinical trials to make sure that it is under the care of a dermatologist, and that we're going to be able to do that. And when it's done, then we'll tell you what we are able to claim when it comes to this incredible product. So we're really, really excited about this. We're really proud of, the long way that we've basically come when it comes to this amazing and really life-changing product. Because I think many of you would agree that the ones that have tried it are absolutely, in love with it, and have seeked so much benefit when it comes to the results that they've gained in such a short period. As a matter of fact, the number one complaint is, we need more. And so I wanted to share with you guys, it is on its way. It is in production. I also wanted to share with all of you tonight the video. If you haven't got a chance to see it, I would highly recommend for you guys to share this on your YouTube, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn, wherever you can. Share this amazing video. David, Naima, can you guys hear the sound?
I hear it. Yep. Oh, no, I can't. It stopped. But now I can. Oh, it stopped. Oh.
Amazing. Now, many of you have already seen this on your social media, but definitely right now, as you all know, we have our pre-order sale. This pre-order, by the way, is an introductory price. If you basically wait for the product to be released, the products will not be this price. They will be more expensive. I do want to let you guys know that. This is an introductory price of 189 LA. I think some people maybe didn't understand that. That gets you 3 bottles of the 200 ml. It gets you three bottles of the 60 ml. And this is actually, you can see 92% of our consumers that tried it agreed their skin felt hydrated and smooth and enjoyable. They enjoyed the scent. They basically enjoyed the fragrance. And for those of you that are asking about the fragrance, I do want to talk a little bit about that too. The fragrance is actually not an overpowering, overbearing sort of like, this is actually a beautiful, soft coconut smell. I almost feel like you're in the Caribbean and in the tropics, where you want to kind of bathe yourself in it. But what's really amazing is that it's not super strong or overwhelming, where you're kind of like, oh my God, I can't wear perfume anymore. Or now I got a body lotion that smells. Now I got a deodorant that, smells a different scent. And then now I also have my perfume on top of it. It actually, just like the shampoo conditioner, dissipates after a while, but the hydration definitely does not dissipate. So highly recommend, if you haven't already done your pre-order, get online. Here is, by the way, where you can also find not only the video, but a poster. Did you know that you can go into your back office, download a poster, and you can actually put your own contact information on it and be able to share it on your social media, so that if people are interested in basically selling this or buying this product from you, now you can put your information, your phone number, your website, create new VIPs. And for those of you that also want to have access to the YouTube videos, take your phone right now, turn on your camera. So just turn on your camera for a minute. And when you turn on your camera, you are going to not do anything, just hold your camera on that QR code, and automatically you're going to see on the top, it says open in YouTube, and it will take you right directly to the video that I did share with you. What I'd like for you all to do tonight is not only open it up and view the video, but give it a thumbs up. Take the moment right now, give it a thumbs up on our page, so that we have as many thumbs up. Go do a comment below this YouTube video. Let brand new people see all of the amazing comments that we basically have. So one more time, take your phone right now, turn on your camera, scan that QR code, and go and give it a thumbs up. And of course, once you give it a thumbs up, I want you to go and write, an amazing review about the product, about what you've seen. If you've tried it already, obviously don't write something if you haven't tried it, but your excitement is always great. And what you want to do is remember, there's a lot of new people that are watching and they want more knowledge and information. And it's our job, who have been the veterans in this company, the veterans in this industry, to talk about it. As you guys can see, when David and I speak about any of the products, we talk with a lot of passion and a lot of excitement. And the reason that we talk from a lot of passion and excitement is belief. We believe in everything that we do. We believe in the products that we create. We believe in the ingredients that are formulated. And so one of the things that I always promise to all of our partners, new or old, is that if a product hits the shelf and we talk about it, it's because it's something that we are super proud of what it is, where it's going. And I want all of you to be the same way, to be proud of our products, of our ingredients, of our proprietary information. Most importantly, remember that you have exclusivity when it comes to these products. This is not just another cream, lotion, potion, antioxidant. These are really life-changing products that all of you really, really have access to. These are products that all of you can take advantage of, that people are out in the market searching for these type of products. And it's your job to go out there and to share with the world that you have access to it, that you can share it, and that you can possibly change someone's life, change someone's skin, change someone's teeth, someone's oral health, physical health with not Fountain of Life, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, lotion. I mean, there's just so much in our personal care, in our Safe Home Revolution, that can be so life-changing. And it's really important for you to be proud of that, talk about it, scream from the mountaintop about how amazing it is, and really go out there and share with the world. So I hope that, you are just as excited as we are. One thing I do want to share, I know Ivy said she had something for me. David, did you want to share anything else about what I just shared?
No, the thing is, they're going to, the people, anyone who tries sterling is going to discover a multitude of uses for the product. You're going to find, though, I just can't stress enough how important this would have been to my father, who passed away a long time ago, but he was diabetic his whole life. And I saw the impact of diabetes on his legs, his feet, everything, the bacteria, the fungus, all the issues that he had because of his poor peripheral vascular circulation. And I wanted something like this for him. So, quite honestly, yeah, I could see how important this would be to people. Anybody can be using this. Yeah, I hate that. I don't want to be gross about this, but people with that have weight issues and everything, sometimes they have fungal activity on their skin that's really hard to control. This would help with that, with the pathogens on that. Anyone who can understand that will see that this will make them healthier in that way. So there's many ways that they're going to find that will make a difference in them and will impact them socially as well, because they're going to find that social issues such as smell, everything like that, that they cannot help because their medical conditions will be reduced because of using something like sterling. I'm not trying to say this is a miracle product, but it certainly addresses so many different issues. And you will discover this Who doesn't know someone with, one kid with smelly feet? Because I know quite a few little kids with smelly feet that I'm going to put this on.
Yeah.
It's a real problem. I don't understand. They seem to enjoy it, and I don't enjoy smelling them. So I'm going to use it on them because I'd like them to stop putting their feet in my face, thinking it's funny. But again, that's from fungal and bacteria, and this is a type of product that you use safely on a daily basis. So enough said. It's going to make a big difference.
Indeed. All right, are you guys ready for me to share an exciting announcement with everybody? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. I am super duper excited to announce that effective Monday, upcoming Monday, which is 1 week from today, we are going to be opening our doors of our head office for you guys to be able to come back and to be able to see your showroom. At the same time, you are going to be able to meet with some of your guests in the office. Of course, masks are mandatory as per York Region and Ontario law, and anywhere on the indoor premises, you must be wearing a mask. We are going to extend it to a maximum capacity of 10 people. There will be no appointment necessary. You can come in anytime you want. You can bring your guests anytime that you want. You must maintain a 2 meter physical distancing from each other, especially if you are in the office. This is basically for you to be able to get access to the showroom. This is for you to be able to do your shoe fittings again. So starting July the 5th, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., showroom walkthroughs, order pickups, shoe fittings will be reopening. Thank God we're in our next phase of reopening. We are so excited to have you back. We are so excited to show you all of our new shoes, all of our new jewelry, all of our excitement. And you know what? If you do come into the showroom, let our receptionist know, can I try the Sterling? I'm going to have a bottle at the front. And anyone that does come in can basically try on the lotion and be able to have that experience. So I am so excited to be sharing with all of you that as of next week, Monday, we will be having our showroom reopen again. And no, you do not need any appointments. You can just come in for your showroom walkthrough. Again, you have to make sure you are respecting each other's time. Don't come in there and think you're going to sit down and have a coffee. Don't be abusive, right? Because of the fact that we do have a maximum capacity, this is, by the way, not for you to bring your guests and say, oh, can I sit down and work on my laptop here for 4 or 5 hours? The answer is no. Remember, respect the policies. This is just for you to come in, do a showroom walkthrough. If you need help with an order, we're going to be there for you. If you need help from us, we're going to be there for you. And if you need to do shoe fittings, we're going to be there for you. But all in all, we're super excited to welcome all of our amazing partners. Please make sure that you are, again, wearing proper masks, covering your nose, covering your mouth, coming in. We have some beautiful fairy masks that you can take advantage of as well. So with that, I'm super excited to be welcoming everyone back. David, I want to thank you as well for your time this night. For your knowledge, for your information, for everything. I do want to make sure everyone passes the message on. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., I have a massive announcement for Team Nigeria. Pass that word on. I'm going to be sharing the link right on my Facebook. If you have team partners in Nigeria, it's going to be a very special, important call that we are going to do tomorrow, Tuesday, June 29th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A link is going to go on my Facebook very soon. But make sure if you have any partners in Nigeria and in Ghana, Nigeria and Ghana, get them on that call. It's a very special call. I'm super excited to announce there's something new that's going into effect as of July 1st for them. And it's an exciting one. And I'm super excited to be here with all of you. Naima, I want to thank you. I think it's your last night of hosting for me, as our host of the month is about to change. I want to thank you for stepping up. I know you're a busy mom of 3 kids, and you've grown so much throughout these calls, and you've come such a long way. You're a brand new partner with us. You're not exactly a veteran, but you know what? You stepped up to the plate. You put your fear aside. I'm sure it was nerve-wracking trying to host for corporate, but you know what? You showed up, you stepped up, and that's what leadership is all about. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about stepping outside that box. It's about stepping outside your fears, and it's about going after your business and what you want to achieve. So with that, I want to thank each and every single one of you for being on and as well creating success. David, thank you once again, and Naima, I'll pass it over to you.
Thank you, Naima. Thank you for hosting us, and thank you everyone for allowing me to join you. I hope it's helped a little. I think quite honestly, from bottom of my heart, I really think you should be excited. You got so many new products. You got so many great products. With there's some commonalities behind them, but I mean, if you start understanding the science behind this, it's not rocket science. You're going to have a wonderful time with this. This is a really, expansive line. It's going to impact everyone's lives. So enjoy. I think you should enjoy this one. And the ride's just going to get better and better. So good luck and thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Sanas. It's been a journey for me, and I really, truly appreciate you and Ed and everyone who's been encouraging me and, welcoming me and sending me all the kind words. I do, learn a lot, and I know it's been a journey for me because I never done anything like this before. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity and the this platform to grow and learn. So I do thank you, all of you guys, and don't forget, everyone, we have our forensic night tomorrow, and remind all your teams, good night, and friends to a billion.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for being on the call. Good night, good morning, good
Good night.
afternoon. Take care.
Goodbye.
Hi, David.